Karl Rove and his secret cabal of one percenters are at it again, dumping wads of secret money to influence the elections, all the while free from scrutiny by the FEC by registering with the IRS as a social welfare organization.
Sometimes it's hard to sleep. Worried, I guess. About our jobs, our home, how everything costs more, even Mom's health care.
Their tactic is to run TV ads attacking Obama that in the past was done by the RNC, but now they get to do it virtually without any restraints, money limits, or even revealing who the donors are. Karl Rove's social welfare organization, Crossroads GPS, is out with their latest ad, Wake Up, to attack President Obama on 3 issues: unemployment, healthcare, and spending, in an attempt to get their candidate elected, the poster boy for one percenters, Mitt Romney, who will give the keys to the candy store to the one percenters and their corporations on his first day in office. The first part of the ad starts off with the clichéic 3 o'clock a.m. alarm clock and a woman who is awake at night and worrying about her job, her kids, and all sorts of things. They want to get at the voter who voted for Obama last time but is starting to have doubts. They hire companies to run focus groups to try and identify a certain type of voter and then design an ad to manipulate them psychologically. She first worries about unemployment, and the slick and clever ad company that Karl Rove hires makes the whole ad like her inner voice, telling her to listen to her doubts and fears, complete with the look in the mirror at 3 o'clock a.m. moment saying,
He said spending hundreds of billions on a stimulus would create more jobs. But now all we've got is a lot more debt and more people out of work.
And Karl Rove's ad company puts up a graphic of what Obama actually said, which is he would create and save 4 million jobs. Karl Rove and the ad makers deliberately leave out the save part in an attempt to sow confusion and misinformation. The fact is, the stimulus did create and save almost 4 million jobs, especially if you include the auto industry bailout. By the federal government giving money to the states, teachers, firefighters, and cops were able to stay on the job and provide for their family. The problem was Karl Rove's buddies in the Republican Party insisted on a trimmed-down version of the stimulus, and most experts agree it didn't go far enough. If anything, the stimulus should have been larger. The highway bills Obama has proposed would mean millions of jobs, but once again Karl Rove's buddies, the Republicans, block all legislation in Congress that would help America and make President Obama look successful. The second issue she worries about is healthcare, of course, and the ad agency has the woman's inner voice say to her,
Instead of fixing health care, my mom's Medicare will be cut and her health insurance premiums went up.
Okay, first thing, Obama is not cutting Medicare. He has proposed reining in the projected growth of Medicare spending, which as you'll see in a moment seems to be a big issue for the one percenters. You can't have it both ways. You can't attack Obama for out-of-control spending and then turn around and attack him for trying to rein in the spiraling growth of Medicare spending. And secondly, how was Obama at fault for the one percenters telling their health insurance companies to raise premiums? Complain to them, not the White House. Also, the whole reason we had to start addressing our healthcare system in the first place is because costs were skyrocketing. The bulk of the Affordable Health Care Act doesn't kick in until 2014, so you can't blame Obamacare. Finally, Obamacare actually has provisions to bring an unprecedented level of scrutiny and transparency to health insurance rate increases. The last issue she worries about is the debt, saying,
Our country's got this huge debt, and Obama says raise taxes and keep spending more? Doesn't Washington know we can't afford more taxes and debt?
Well, where did this debt come from? Did it magically appear overnight when Obama was sworn in? No, the majority of the debt is a result of the policies of Karl Rove's hand-picked president, George W. Bush. With his tax cuts for the very wealthy, 2 unfunded wars, and an unfunded Medicare prescription plan, George W. Bush took a $800 billion surplus from President Clinton and handed a $1.2 trillion deficit to President Obama. And Karl wants you to blame it all on Obama? Karl Rove, you either think the American people are stupid or have a short memory. You need to quit spreading misinformation and lies and dumping your secret one percenter money into our elections.